Welcome back, camping legends. Mistakes are part of camping. If you've camped long enough or you're new, you're going to mess something up. What matters is not avoiding the mistakes, it's learning from them so you don't repeat them. When you're new to camping, everything feels exciting. You focus on gear, the destinations, and getting out there. What we fail to see at first is that mistakes are unavoidable. And quite frankly, mistakes are part of how we grow. No matter how much you research and plan, mistakes are bound to happen. Camping is learned by doing. Here's a pro tip. After every trip, reflect on what worked, what didn't, and what you would change next time, and get a checklist going from the start. Almost everyone overpacks when starting out. You bring gear just in case. It adds stress and slows you down.
Too much stuff. 10 days is a long time. Like I said, know your limits. Oh, thank God it's nice weather today. Ah, oh, 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 my back. Oh, I can't wait to put this stuff down.
Pro tip, if something comes back multiple times from your trips, it doesn't belong in your kit. Planning mistakes can be costly, especially when you're far from home. I currently am about 6.5 hours to 7 hours away from Algonquin. I don't really take the 401, so I got to make sure I have access to, eating and if there's a washroom break, etc. along the way, and try to make sure I'm on time for my bookings at a motel or actually in the park. Here's a pro tip. The farther you are from home, the more planning matters. Overpacking is common, but underpacking happens when you forget the essentials at home. A simple checklist will prevent both. Pro tip, a checklist protects your freedom, but it doesn't limit it. Something I do differently, I'd buy gear in a clear order. Sleep system, shelter, and carry system. Then I'd stop and then trim the load over time. We're going to go over a little story from one of my trips regarding a canoe. Well, it was a windy day. It was my first night. I was on Prue Lake, and everything was perfect, and I had no issues. So it was probably later in the evening, maybe about 5 o'clock, maybe even 6. I've already eaten, and I went out for a paddle to fuel up on the water for the morning and the evening, that evening as well, and came back ashore. Everything was beautiful, weather was nice, sat down, relaxing. I decided to get my fishing rod prepped for the next day. And I'd probably been sitting there for quite a few minutes and everything was fine. And I look up and boom, I noticed my canoe is drifting away. So of course I had to take off like a rocket, boots and all, didn't even think. This could have went a lot worse, but it didn't. I've learned from that and just moved forward. But it goes to show you that anything can happen in the blink of an eye if you're not prepping. Here's a pro tip. When you're relaxed and happy, double check the basics. So go ahead and check that video out if you like of the runaway canoe so you can learn from my mistakes so you don't go ahead and make the same mistakes I have. Mistakes don't mean you're bad at camping. They mean you're learning. Share one of your mistakes so others can learn from it.